Welcome to this explainer. Okay, if you've ever opened up a financial news site or, your brokerage app, you know exactly what hits you first. It's just a wall. A wall of flashing red and green numbers, these jagged lines zigzagging absolutely everywhere, and what honestly looks like a completely foreign alphabet. Look, I know exactly how chaotic those financial screens can look. It's overwhelming, but today, we're cutting straight through all that noise. We're going to demystify the visual language of the markets, and we're going to teach you exactly how to read what's happening right in front of you.
So what is this chart actually trying to tell you? If you've ever stared at raw financial data and just felt this massive wave of intimidation, trust me, you are not alone. But instead of seeing a chaotic mess of random math, I want you to think of a trading chart as a story. It's a highly structured visual narrative that's just waiting to be decoded. And by the end of our time together today, you are going to be able to read that story clearly.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap. First, the intimidation of charts, then understanding price and time, and the anatomy of a candlestick. After that, we'll spot trends and patterns, read the trading volume, and finally, put all the pieces together.
Part 1. The intimidation of charts. Why data looks like chaos.
Novice investors so often feel completely overwhelmed by that barrage of moving lines. But to fix that, we really just need to redefine what we're looking at. A trading chart is simply a visual representation of a historical tug-of-war between buyers and sellers over a specific asset. That's literally it. Forget all the complex math for a second. Just picture a giant rope. On one side, you've got buyers pulling with absolutely all their might to drive the price up, and on the other side, you have sellers pulling to drag that price down. The chart is just the daily scorecard of that exact battle.
Part 2. Understanding price and time, the foundation.
Right, so to really grasp what's going on here, we have to strip away all those fancy indicators and look at the absolute foundation. The stage for this battle is built on a super simple grid. On the bottom, moving left to right, the x-axis represents time. So we're talking hours, days, or weeks. Then on the side, moving up and down, the y-axis represents price in dollars and cents. It's just when something happened and how much it cost. This is the stage where our buyers and sellers are going to meet.
Part 3. Anatomy of a candlestick. The core data.
Now, what's really interesting here is that modern trading charts, they don't just use a single squiggly line. They use what are called candlesticks. And it is actually fascinating how much information is packed into this one tiny shape. Every single candlestick tells the story of one specific period of time, let's say 1 day of trading, by giving you 4 atomic elements of data. First, the open. Where did the price start when the opening bell rang? Second, the high. What was the absolute highest peak the buyers pushed it to? Third, the low. What was the lowest drop the sellers dragged it down to? And finally, the close. When the bell rang to end the period, where did the price actually settle? Open, high, low, close. It's the whole battle in one little shape.
And the color? Well, the color instantly tells you who won the period. A bullish candlestick, which is usually green or white, means the buyers grabbed that rope and took total control. The closing price is higher than the open. That's upward momentum. A bearish candlestick, on the other hand, usually red or black, means the sellers dug their heels in, right? They forced the price to close lower than it opened. So, with literally one glance, you know exactly who's winning the fight. Part 4. Spotting trends and patterns. The context.
But remember, a story isn't a single word. It's a whole sentence. If a single candlestick is a single day's battle, the trend is the macro view of the entire war. Watch how this compounds over time. Say at hour 1, the opening bell rings and sellers push the price down. By hour 4, we hit a midday dip. You'll see a cluster of bearish red candlesticks there. But then, by hour 7, the buyers surge back for a massive closing rally. When you string these individual data points together across hours, days, or even months, a larger macro trend really begins to emerge that you can easily track.
So the crucial point is recognizing the 3 primary directions a market can actually move. If you string all those candlesticks together and you see higher highs and higher lows, well, you have an upward trend. The buyers are on a clear winning streak. Now, lower lows and lower highs, that indicates a downward trend where the sellers are just dominating. And what if the price is just kind of bouncing horizontally? That's a consolidating trend. Basically, the market is catching its breath before the next big push.
Part 5. Reading the trading volume, the intensity.
Okay, to really read the market, we have to understand the sheer power behind these price moves. Because without volume, a price movement is basically just a rumor. But with volume, it's a verified fact. Usually, right at the bottom of a chart, you'll see a series of vertical bars representing the literal number of shares traded. Whether it's low, average, or high volume, these bars represent the actual weight, the conviction behind a price move. They tell you exactly how many people are participating in the battle.
You've got to remember this golden rule. More volume means a stronger trend and greater conviction. Think about it. If you see a massive green candlestick pushing the price way up, but the volume bar is tiny, it's a weak move. It's potentially a fake out because not many buyers were actually involved. But if that same huge price jump is backed by a towering volume bar, oh yeah, the massive institutions are participating. Volume confirms the story for us.
Part 6. Putting the pieces together. The synthesis.
Let's move to see how this all builds, because this is where the chaos finally turns into a dashboard of actionable intelligence. When you look at a chart now, just run through this mental checklist. 1. Identify the axes to ground yourself. 2. Read the daily candlestick battle to see exactly who won today. 3. Zoom out to determine the macro trend. Are we making higher highs or lower lows? And 4. Confirm the conviction with volume, checking those bars at the bottom to ensure there's real weight behind the movement.
You can now read the matrix. Think about what we just did. You have officially transformed flashing lights and intimidating math into a highly readable, perfectly logical narrative. You understand the stage, the daily battles, the long-term war, and the intensity of the fight itself. The screen hasn't changed at all, but your eyes absolutely have.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Now that you are no longer blind to the visual language of the markets, how will you apply this new lens to the financial world today? Seriously, the next time you open a brokerage app or watch the financial news, don't just look past the chart. Stop. Read the story. See the tug of war happening right there. Apply this visual skill to your own learning and your own journey. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep practicing these concepts, and I'll see you next time.